Welcome to Hammer Bowling's latest presentation for its newest high-performance bowling ball, the Jigsaw Corner. I'm Jeff Usry, the brand manager for Hammer Bowling, and we're here to introduce our latest high-performance product for the 2009-2010 season. Jigsaw Corner starts with our Jigsaw core in a very low RG and high differential core system with the highest mass bias ever used in the history of Hammer Bowling. Jigsaw Corner features a new cover stock system called Quick Corner 5.4 Reactive, and you can see the differences and advancements in reactive cover stocks over time in the Hammer product line. From our original Black Widow series cover stock here, Violent Reactive, with a very smooth finish and a light texturing on the surface, to our more recent series of balls, the Sauce, this image here from a Hot Sauce Pearl with more texture and depth in that reactive cover stock, creating more friction with the lane surface. And then moving to our new Jigsaw product from last summer, you see the difference in the texture and the shapes in the molecular structure of the cover stock. You can see the sharp edges created from that white, sharp edge reactive material that has been added to the cover stock. Jigsaw Corner takes that white, sharp edge additive to a new level and a new sequence of cover stock development. And you can see that here with the ridges and texture developed inside that cover stock and the polymer structures. Jigsaw Corner continues our use of our 504,000 factory finishing process on the surface of the ball. You can see images here of cover stock finishes, this one at 500 grit, and you see that extremely textured, scratchy finish on the surface of the ball. And here's a 4,000 grit finish, much smoother, with the depth of the scratches being much thinner on the surface of the ball, so less depth to the texture. By adding 500, then 4,000 on top of the surface, we get a unique finish that gives us better downlane recovery in our Jigsaw Corner. We get better front end skid, good traction and heavy oil in the mid lane, and again, better downlane recovery with this 500 4,000 finish. So where does Jigsaw Corner fit in the product line? It's 2 to 3 boards stronger than the Jigsaw, with better length and more continuation in the back end in front of the pins. You'll see that in the upcoming videos here between Jigsaw Corner and our original Jigsaw. Here, the original Jigsaw being somewhat earlier hooking with a little straighter back end motion, and Jigsaw Corner here with more continuation down lane. Again, original Jigsaw and then Jigsaw Corner. You can tell the difference between the two products with the color in the video, obviously. The original Jigsaw again being flatter down lane, a little less entry angle than Jigsaw Corner right here, with more continuation through the pin deck. And Jigsaw Corner one more time for you right there. The lane pattern that we used for the testing was Kegel's middle of the road pattern. You can find more information about the lane pattern at kegel.net, and you see the shape and depth of the pattern here in the pictures. We have two bowlers for you throwing the balls today. One is a very low rev player. We had requests to see a very low rev player on the lane in our videos, and they'll be throwing this ball with the pin directly over the bridge and the mass bias in a strong spot. This is a 5.5 inch pin for our weaker, lower rev player. And then you'll see me throwing 3 different balls, one with a pin down, and the mass bias still in a strong position near the thumb there. So we have a lower pin position with a strong mass bias. This is a 5 inch pin for this bowler. You'll see a second ball with a stronger pin position, about a 4.5 inch pin here, with the pin up and over the ring finger area, and again a strong mass bias spot. This ball does not require an extra hole due to a low top weight in it. And the third ball that you'll see is a pin above the bridge, a 5.5 inch pin, with a little bit weaker mass bias spot. You see it there tucked in closer to the thumb slug area. So a weaker pin and a weaker mass bias position. You'll notice this ball also has a small weight hole near the bowler's positive axis point for this video. We'll see our low rev player coming up first here in the video set. You'll notice our low rev player playing basically straight up the 11 board area on Kegel's middle of the road lane pattern. Jigsaw Corner offers a strong mid lane move with good down lane ball reaction for this low axis rotation and low revolution player. After the next shot, you'll see the bowler move 2 and 2 to the left and still have plenty of power to get back with the Jigsaw Corner right here. Our higher rev player will start with the 5 inch pin down ball below the bridge that you saw earlier. This is the same video looped 4 times, and what I wanted you to see here is that the ball rolls a little bit early and is a little flat down lane for this bowler on this lane condition. A change in release in the next video will show the power of the ball and the ability for it to hook in the back end. We have the same video here 3 times. This is with more axis rotation from the bowler, so a simple release change here. But to naturally fit their game better, we went to the stronger ball with the 4.5-inch pin above the ring finger, and you can see a much stronger movement down lane, more naturally fitting their eye and this lane condition on the middle of the road pattern. After throwing those shots, I felt like I was a little bit too close to the dry boards, and so I moved in 2-1 here, and you can see that Jigsaw Corner still gets that good traction through the mid lane and turns the corner down lane in the back end portion, even after the 2-1 move. Finally, you'll see our high pin, weaker pin position ball for this bowler, and immediately you see that the ball is a little bit too weak for the heavier volume portion of the lane pattern. You'll see the ball getting too long and turning too late down the lane. A simple 2-1 move to the right here shaped this ball into the pocket nicely. You can see it reading the dry friction part of the lane pattern better with that 2-1 move to the right. Jigsaw Corner will be available from pro shops worldwide on January 12th, 2010. If you have more questions, don't forget about hammerbowling.com. And remember, nothing hits like a hammer.